Hi, Deb here. It is February 23rd, 2018, and I had some really great revelation last night that I want to share with y'all. I'm a little disgruntled and beat up today emotionally, but I'm going to do my best to bring it to you anyway because it's pretty exciting. Okay, so last night, right before bed, I was watching Rhonda Empson. I'm sure that several of you know her. She gets dreams all the time, and often they're about the rapture. Now, I've had some dreams about the rapture, but I didn't realize all of them were about the rapture. And watching her video was like a light bulb going on, bing, above my head last night. And I was like, no way. Now it all makes so much sense. Okay, so she had a dream about invitations. And on the front of the invitation, the return address said, "He is risen." Now, I hope to come back to that because this is my third try and I forgot to come back to that before. Okay, so I keep thinking that my dreams are just about me, okay? And maybe that sounds a little selfish, but I'm just Debbie Joy. So I didn't anticipate Yahweh giving me dreams for the whole church. I don't have a whole bunch of subscribers, so I know sometimes he gives me warnings and stuff, and that's why I'm on here, is to be a watchman on the wall. So I should have realized it, but I did not realize that he was giving me dreams regarding the body of Christ. But when I saw her dream last night, and mine went right along with it, then I knew it wasn't about me. And the dream had confused me, so not anymore. All right, now I just gotta tell y'all, you have to put on your big boy pants and big girl pants, and because I probably am going to use a word that some of you won't like, but this word was acceptable to use in my home when I was growing up. I was raised in a Christian home, and my mom was really prudy about foul language, but this word was acceptable in my home, so I hope that you will not be offended by it. All right, so in my dream, I was sitting on the toilet, and I couldn't go to the bathroom. I was just sitting there. I knew I needed to go to the bathroom, but I didn't really feel the urge to go to the bathroom, so I was just sitting there for the longest time in this dream. And my first love, James, was waiting for me to get out of the bathroom. And because it was my first love, and he has not wanted anything to do with Jesus for a long time, I kind of threw this dream in the wastebasket, so to speak, from a few days ago. Also, because I've spent the last 3 years trying to get all the crap out of my life. And what I've noticed when you're doing heavy-duty spiritual warfare, a lot of times bowel movements will follow. So when I had this dream, I'm like, why am I having a dream about this again? I've got all the crap out that I could possibly get out. I don't know of anymore. Blah, blah, blah. I'm asking the Lord to reveal to me, what is the crap I need to get out, And he just reassured me that if there's crap there, he's going to tell me so I can deal with it. So then again, I just pushed the dream aside, which is not like me because I usually record them or write them down, but I didn't do it that time. Okay, so finally, in the dream, I get off the toilet, I come out of the bathroom, I go to the kitchen, and there's James, my first love, who in this dream I believe is representing Jesus, who's my real first love. And he says to me, "What time is the wedding?" And I say to him, "I don't know. I need to look at the invitation." And I pick up the invitation from off of the counter in the kitchen. There's no food in the kitchen. And I look at who, the names on the invitation, and I say to him, I don't even know who these people are. I know I've got to go to the wedding, but I don't even know who these people are. Okay, so in the dream, I represent the body of Christ, who has had a long time to sit on the toilet to get the crap out. I think the dream is saying that the time is about up for her to sit there and get the crap out. Clearly, she doesn't realize she needs to get the crap out. She doesn't feel like getting the crap out. So, I know. And also, when I looked at the invitation in the kitchen, remember, in this dream, I'm the body of Christ. I say to him, I don't even know these people, so I guess it really doesn't matter if I'm on time. In fact, I'm sure it'll be fine if I'm a little late. So, sorry, I think the plumber's coming back. Okay, I'm back. So, what's important is that me representing the body of Christ in this dream is she didn't know what time the wedding is. Why doesn't the body of Christ know what time the wedding is? Because she doesn't ever read her Bible. Number one. Number two, I cannot remember but maybe 3 ministers ever my entire life breaching this topic and talking about end times events and revelations. They don't want to touch it. They would say to me, there's so much there that I don't know what to do with it, or I might get it wrong. So they wouldn't even breach the topic. They wouldn't even touch it with a 10-foot pole, which is ridiculous. Even if you don't know all about it, you can at least read it, you can talk about it, and then maybe others will get insight, and we could all put our insight together and piece it together, and it would be all good, right? Anyway, they didn't do that. They didn't care to. I'm not going to get into that thought right there. Sorry. Okay, so the bride doesn't know what time it is. Then the bride doesn't know who is at the wedding. What does that say? Well, I think it means that the bride is fellowshipping with, hanging out with people who are not really being Christians. All right? She's not familiar with the person that's getting married. So she's not familiar with the true Christians. She's surrounded herself with people who are not true Christians, true believers. And this would be evident even if you're going to church every Sunday, because as I've stated in other videos, the Freemasons have taken over our churches. That's why attendance is down. Attendance is down because it's not the true gospel anymore. It's hyper grace, You can do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. You're going to be forgiven. That's Luciferianism. That's not Christianity. That's not Jesus Christ. That's not Yeshua. That's a false Christ. We've made it so easy to be a believer. One time in your life, you can go to a Billy Graham crusade and get saved by a little prayer you pray. Oh, and now you got fire insurance forever. No. Salvation is an ongoing process. Choose you this day whom you'll serve.